In a previous video, we looked at some of the standard settings that all reports allow. Let's revisit that area. And Workforce Summary is selected. We're doing that by job group. This report header, footer, and data filtering page has some of the standard settings that can be adjusted on any report. Now, most of this is just information that's displayed on the header or footer area of the report. But at the bottom here, we also have data filtering option. This allows you to apply a filter to the data used in the current report. So if I want to make a new filter here, if I want to report on just the workforce employment for instance, Hispanic females, I can create a filter and only show the people in the workforce whose sex is female and whose race is Hispanic. Now at this point I can either save this filter for later use, in which case that filter will show up in the drop-down list of filters, or if there's something that I'm only going to be using this one time, I can just apply the filter. And then it will be applied to this report, but it will not be saved for use in other reports later on. In this case, since I'm just demonstrating this special case, I'll just apply the filter. And you'll notice since I just applied the filter, it doesn't show in this drop-down list of custom filters, but it does show the filter details right here. So this will only include individuals in the workforce, in this workforce summary, whose sex is female and race is Hispanic. So if I were to go ahead and run this report, we'll see that it only contains Hispanic females in the data. Let's enlarge this. See, only Hispanic females are shown in the totals column here. The same filtering, you can do very complex filtering here. The filter dialog that's used to create filters allows not just combining cases where both conditions are true, but you can also add additional cases where not just all the conditions are true, but any of them. This allows you to do logical ands and ors in the same filter. The filter kind of layout here is similar to what, for instance, Apple's iTunes allows filtering using the same property. So for instance, I could amend this filter, make even a more complex one, where the sex is female, race is Hispanic, and let's say either they are in the EO category of managers, or, now you can see since I selected any for these next sets of conditions, or let's say their education contains yes. So what I've done here is I've said I want to define, I want to reduce the employees for this workforce summary report to just female Hispanics, and of those female Hispanics, I only want those who's either in the managers category or whose education shows Bachelor of Science. If I apply that filter, you'll see the entire logic for the filter is shown here. And then if I run this report, it'll only contain those employees. So you get very complex filtering. You can focus on exactly the employees that you want to use in your reports.